Hey y'all, it's Anime Gamin, and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 1 of No Guns in Life. And I gotta say, this episode was pretty lit because, for one, it does a nice job of explaining their setting and why there are people that seemingly have multiple arms, robotic arms, or eyes that look different from the normal human eyes. Because I like how it presents information semi-naturally by explaining that sometimes people get like these procedures to modify their bodies, and some people are extended where they kind of have like their body functions modified to either have like enhanced sight and things of that nature. So right off the bat, I like that because at the very least it gets rid of questions of curiosity when it's like, oh man, why is this setting so unique, you know? So gotta give the episode credit for that, and it presented it in a way where it didn't feel like the writers were spoon-feeding you information right through the screen. So that was nice. And then on top of that, I like how this episode from a story standpoint doesn't dick around, because from the get-go you kind of get some of the weaknesses of the main protagonist, where he doesn't really want anyone close to him. At least he says that on the outside, but yet in this first sequence when this woman gives him a kiss, you see him all blushing and shit, and then that was freaking adorable. So I kind of like that, where you have a main character that, even though he's badass and all, there are flaws that could potentially be explored in future episodes. So I kind of like how, in a way, even though the main character does have a kind of like a rough and hardcore personality, he's got a quirkiness towards him. So I like how this episode kind of presented this information organically. Then on top of that, I like how it brings in the intense plot where this one dude shows up with the child so that our main character, Hyuzo, can protect this child. And then I like how it goes into like a cat and mouse situation where afterwards this person pretending to be a nun pretty much out muscles Hyuzo and the robotic guy that was trying to help the kid out. And they both essentially get demolished, and the kid gets taken away from the chick that was pretending to be a nun. And I like how all this is presented into a grand way and through epic fight sequences that are not dull at all. If anything, they're unique in a way. And then afterwards, I like how this episode organically presents that the dude and the robot dude was actually not a person, but it was actually this person. It was actually controlled remotely by this person called Tetsuro, and the thing that robot was containing was the actual kid that was operating the machine. So it kind of like details like that. And then as the story went on, you kind of felt sorry for the kid. And then when the main character actually resolves to save the Tetsuro kid, and then he says, "This is why I don't like humidity or kids," I was actually cheering, because from the get-go, in most animes, when you have a main character rescue another character, you usually care about the main character, but you don't care about the character that they're rescuing. In this case, it's different. Already, you care about at least I care about the boy that Hughes is going to rescue. Because you see him how roughly he's treated, where the tendons of his foot was cut off so that he couldn't run away. And then the way they mentioned that they experimented on his body is kind of fucked up. So right off the bat, this episode did a good job of making me feel sympathy for the characters that the writers were trying to make me feel sympathy for. So that's why I felt the script was successful from that perspective. And the characters were nice too. Because with the main character, even though he says he doesn't like kids and humanity, if a kid's in danger, as shown in this episode, he's going to haul ass and he's going to do his best to help him out. So I like that. It gives him a nice, noble sense of nobility, like the way he makes noble actions. So I do like that bit from Hyuzo. Then on top of that, he's badass, but when it comes to receiving kisses from women, he fucking gets embarrassed and he blushes up. So there are also bits of nice quirkiness that we get from him too. And that's what I felt. Off of the first episode, he felt like a balanced character. And Tetsuro was pretty nice too, because at the very least, he seems resourceful because he was able actually to, at the very least, operate in extended body to at the very least inform people about a situation. The unfortunate thing is no one believed him at all, but our main character did. So I do like that. It shows you that this Tetsuo individual, he's got a sense of determination, and on top of that, he's pretty smart too. So that's what I also like about this episode, showing us likable characters all around. Even in the evil nun showing off that was against our main characters is pretty cool looking too. So all in all, I thought the characters were nice, animation and art looked cool. I love the opening, and that's why I'm gonna rate this episode a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a thoroughly strong start, y'all, and I definitely recommend any of y'all who haven't seen it yet to check it out. So anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode 1 of No Guns Life. Comment down your thoughts on my review in the comment section below or the episode. Rate the video, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright, y'all, have a great and safe day. Bye-bye.